Shalom and good day all. This is Tehillim29 back again for the Super Sons Fortress of Attitude. The review of issue 5 of Batman vs. Robin by Mark Waid. And my goodness, has this been a journey or what? And as you can see here, I happen to have a couple of variant covers, which I sort of had to order before picking up the main cover at my LCS. So I'll jump into first things first, and that is the cover rating before I start to organize to do the review of the story. So first things first, do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside with the story? For the first cover, to which we see that has the main trade dress on the left hand side, I gave a 7 out of 10. For the second one on the right hand side, which you see before you, I also gave a 7 out of 10, but I do have a little bit of a criticism in regards to this cover. And my question is, why the F is Chase Fox on that cover? Where's Luke Fox? I'd rather see Luke Fox on this. Alright? Chase Fox is not Batman. He never will be Batman. He needs to kill off that identity permanently and get his own identity permanently. Yes, that is my only criticism. I still like part of the cover of what you see in here, such as seeing Damian Wayne, of course, in the Rebirth costume there. I do like that. Of course, we've got Bruce Wayne Batman, Red Hood. We've also got Duke Thomas there, Spoiler, Stephanie Brown, and also Tim Drake. That is the only key thing. The only person who shouldn't be in that picture is Chase Fox. That's my only criticism. Hey, at least Luke Fox got himself an identity. Pity this fraud Chase Fox can't. And he'll always be known as a fraud. Okay, moving into the third cover, to which we see up top here. And I give it a 7 out of 10. And as we can see in the cover, we have Clarion the Witch Boy. And we've got some things connected in the cover. We happen to see Bruce Wayne and Batman between each other. And last but not least, the last cover, cover 4, I gave an 8.5 out of 10 because it's actually one of my favorite covers. Alright, I'll now get things organized so we can begin to cover the review of this particular issue of Batman vs. Robin. So now it's time to move into the internal art in relation to the story. And as we can see here, the fight takes out. We have Damian Wayne, of course, doing what he can. And we've got Nezza and King Fireball going up against each other. The story continues to eventually that Nezza decides to possess Bruce Wayne at last, so he can, well, basically finish off with King Fireball. And of course, Damian makes his appearance. Of course, moving into what's been said in here, and I still go against what this actually says, because nowhere in Batman's time has he ever disowned Damian Wayne. That is untrue. Or it's not true. It shouldn't even be fucking mentioned here. I am sick of that crap. Like, he never owned him in the Batman and Robin run under Tomasi, let alone under Scott Snyder. Oh, let's also include the Grant Morrison run. We, of course, move into the Batcave and some of the things that are happening in the Batcave. This is actually quite a good scene, seeing Damien ride out on one of the bat cycles. And of course, he gets chased by and there's a possessing Batman in the Batmobile. Until, of course, things reach somewhat an end. And it's nice to see Monkey Prince here, and I'm going to look forward to the next issue that comes out in relation to Monkey Prince. If you want to read a really good series that isn't Batman, check out Monkey Prince. So Monkey Prince gets a bit of a wise idea, and we'll soon see it shortly. As the story continues, they bring in the Bat family. And one thing I sort of dislike, just a little bit with this, is that the way how the Bat family was basically used to kill Batman, even though he's possessed. That's a little bit way over the top. Like, I understand how he's possessed, but there's no need to sort of kill off the character. But even though it serves for a plot point a little bit after, and this is where Monkey Prince's wise idea comes in. And I just want to point out something else as well. I think one of the key reasons why Damian Wayne's costume has sort of changed, and I've been thinking about it. And one of the things is that Damian wants to practically be like his old man. And that's why the costumes had to change to what it is now. Personally, I still prefer the Rebirth costume over this one. Of course, the story continues until, of course, Neza is defeated. And this Damien comes up with his bright idea. And, of course, he starts to talk to the public of Gotham City. But the only thing I would sort of change with this, instead of saying we are Batman, I'd have it say we are for Batman. That's how I would change this. And I think it would sound better coming out of the occupants of Gotham City, saying we are for Batman, instead of saying we are Batman. And last but not least, oh, so moving into the internal art rating, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the story rating. First things first, did we get any comic references? Yes, we did. We got a reference to the Lazarus Planet event. I'd say Alpha and Omega. They were basically the key ones that you really needed to pick up in relation to this, and about the only ones that had Mark Waid and Jean Wang or Yang working on it. Moving into the next area is that of time. We got no indication of time. Moving into the next area, and that is the area of locations, to which we had Lazarus Island, the Batcave, and we also had the Hall of Justice make an appearance because of one character. The cast of characters being the Devil Neza, Batman, Fireball, Black Alice. We even had Talia make an appearance, Marcus, aka the Monkey Prince, the Bat family members, Zatanna, Pigsy, and last but not least, Enchantress. There probably were a couple of others, that I might have missed in there. But moving into the overall story rating, I gave it a 7 out of 10. One big thing is that they really got to stop the destruction of Damian Wayne's character. And that's a big gripe for many of us who are Super Sons readers, and will no doubt will hold that gripe until things are pretty much restored. So if you really want to please us Super Sons readers, how about you get Dan Jurgens teamed up with Peter J. Tomasi and get the Super Sons line back out again. Restore John Samuel Kent to the one that's loved by many. No, even though I doubt that's going to happen because of how greedy DC has gotten with events. They really need to stop on the events. Well, we'll see you again at Super Sons Fortress of Attitude. To which one of the next things that will probably be reviewed on the channel will be one of the first 2 issues of Adventures of Fraudulent Imposter Superman John Kent, written by Tom Taylor.